Welcome back to the Awkward Thinking Podcast. I'm Nas, aka Stacks.
I'm Vince.
I'm T.
Hold on. You don't introduce yourself.
Okay.
We have a special guest, a friend to the podcast. We was in the cloud. We was in the cloud the other 2 episodes, but we down to earth today. We gotta get back to earth. So, we have a special guest. Let them know who you are.
Okay, so I'm T. Hey, y'all.
Okay, T. What you do? What you about, T? Let the people know.
Okay, so right now I'm a grad student at Wright State. I graduated from Central in 2020, so right now I'm just working on that master's degree.
Okay, that's dope. Where you from?
I'm from Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Okay, where's Chattanooga at?
Tennessee.
Chattanooga, like where in, like, I know, like, where,
So it's on the border of Georgia.
Okay, so there's like 3 hours from, like, Memphis, or 2 hours?
6 hours from Memphis. Memphis is close to Arkansas, we close to Georgia.
Oh, wow.
I be feeling like Arkansas is not a real place.
I don't either.
It's like West Memphis.
Arkansas is in Memphis? Or is this on state?
Memphis is a city.
City.
So it's like, I don't know.
I'm just saying, listen, I wasn't good at social studies, so I'm just like,
that's not even social
that
studies.
is geography.
Geography, yeah.
That's social studies. Yeah, look at you.
Damn.
Public education, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing wrong with it. You just, hey. All right, so we're going to dive deep a little bit. Not really dive deep. We're going to get surface level, and then we're going to, get a little deep, get a little weird here. So, Vince, start us off a little.
All right, I got
sunshine.
you. First question. So, you said you graduated from Central, and for our audience should know, but Central is a HBCU, and now you at Wright State, which is a PWI. How has that been for you, that shift?
I mean, it's been cool. I'm online, so it's not a whole lot of interaction. But I know when I was doing the interviewing process, I knew I wasn't at a HBCU. Like, it was so much, like, biased in what we were doing, like, the activity that we were doing, because my degree is in school counseling and clinical mental health counseling. So it was just, like, scenarios and role playing with, like, potential clients. And it was, the role play setup was kind of almost like they assumed it was all white applicants, no black applicants.
Yeah.
Like, it was something I wouldn't have experienced at Central. So.
Yeah. Working in the mental health field or working with kids, and then, like, realizing, like, a lot of this stuff do not be programmed for black kids, that'd be fucked up. It'd be like y'all don't care for real, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. That's what my paper is on now. I'm actually wrapping up the semester with a research paper, and my topic is why black people don't go to therapy, and one of the points is that most of the practitioners are white. They'll never identify with what it is that we go through. So, yeah, most definitely.
Definitely.
So why now I'm interested. We was gonna get in a little something different today, but now I'm interested. Why don't black people go to therapy, or
So it was a lot of reasons, because it was research behind it. A lot of reasons why black people don't go to therapy. One, because black people don't trust, like, doctors, people in the profession field. They don't consider, or they don't properly diagnose us. They don't consider what it is that we're telling them is wrong. Okay, this is what I'm experiencing. A lot of times we're deemed, like, dramatic, or you know what I'm saying, so they don't take it into consideration. So I'm doing more harm coming here trying to prove that I feel this way, other than just kind of, like, soothing the symptoms myself, you know what I mean. And then another instance was the stigma on mental health. A lot of times, I mean, it's more prevalent now, but a lot of times it was she crazy, he crazy, like, ain't nothing wrong with you, like, you know what I'm saying, that type of thing. And I think right now that's probably the main two that my paper is hitting on. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
So with that, what would you recommend, like a black therapist for black people?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah.
So why is that though? Like, because nobody really going. Because it's what the black people that act a little, not in the culture. So it's like, how do you dictate which therapist to go through? Like, a white person can relate to a black person in a sense. In a sense.
I feel like black people, a black therapist would be more open to like white patients or white clients and black clients than what a white therapist would be.
Yeah. So I recommend, I mean, every counselor has a different technique or a different method or a different theory as to why they feel clients are suffering or going through what they're going through. But I definitely recommend a black counselor for a black patient, because it's some stuff that I can say to a black therapist that I can never say to a white therapist. So like, if I go and I talk about generational curses with my therapist, I feel like a black therapist will understand that as opposed to like a white therapist. So it's just certain aspects of our experience or certain traumas that white people will just never understand.
So, you know, growing up in the South and stuff like that, so how is that like? I know it's like, I don't know, because I'm a northerner, but I'm saying like, I know the stigma is heavy in the church, heavy like, so how did that even spark your interest with, because you know, a lot of church folks like, pray. You ain't nothing wrong, depressed, pray. So how does that like work for you? Is that like your family, like, how does your family accept those open conversations for you if you're a kid talking about that?
I know for my mama, girl, I'm not trying to hear all that. Like, I ain't trying to be analyzed. I'm not I'm like, okay, cool. But I don't think they have like an issue with therapy per se. It's like, but I ain't going. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, for me, growing up in the South, like, yeah, religion does play a big part of my life, but there's so many components to like everything not black and white. So it's not religion or therapy. You both are like essential aspects or essential parts of like growth and healing. So I don't think it should ever be like one or the other. And that is the case, especially in older black people in the South. Like, that is the case. Like, girl, go to church, girl, pray about it. It'll be all right. But yeah, I definitely think both can play a big role in like just healing and growing and learning and evolving. So, yeah.
Definitely. I think with religion, it depends on like your faith, like your strength in your faith and what you believe in, like what your religion tells, how it tells you to get over the certain things that you're going through. Like it depends on that, if that makes sense.
Most definitely, yeah, that does make sense.
So since we're on the topic of religion, stuff like that, me and Vince was talking back at the house and stuff like that. So we were saying, like, in a perfect world, I was listening to John Lennon's Imagine, and he was like, imagine if it wasn't no heaven or hell, but it was just people living in peace. So, but I want to know, like, what would your heaven be like? You know, if you had to make a world of paradise and stuff like that, what would be your heaven?
That's a good question. My heaven, just stress-free. Like, everything is so like thought out. Everything has to be labeled. Everything has to be classified, identified. What is this? What is that? Just, I don't know. That's a good question.
Thank you. You know, we do good questions here.
I'm gonna have to get back on that one, because that's a good question. I really never thought about that.
What about you, Vince? Let the people know what your heaven's like.
My heaven, I feel like my heaven would just be like, my refrigerator and everything just replenishes on its own. For real. I'm in this big house and all my family is there. And like everybody just comes in and out, like passing by or whatever. Nobody got to work a job or whatever. It's just, we just all living, loving, in that peace.
Okay.
With food. Gotta have food. Like, gotta have food.
Yeah, I think my heaven is more so everything that makes me happy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I don't, yeah, it's not really too much, like, elaborate, like, all right, I want a statue right here. Like, no, I really want just, like you said, my peace, like, my whole entirety to be cool. Like, I don't need stress-free, no worries, no, everything is set out. Everything is, like, I can just kick back. Everything is cool. The only thing that did scare me, and, like, I went to a Catholic school, the only thing that did scare me was they said you won't know nobody when you get there.
To heaven?
Yeah, to heaven. Like, everybody's like, you won't know your family. And I'm like, why would I want to go there? And I don't know nobody. Yeah, meet a bunch of strangers. But it's the idea of, I guess, like, not having judgment or anything like that. It's a lot of theology, man.
Yeah.
Theology. So what is it, man? What's your heaven like, man?
Just stress-free, problem-free, like, I can't even imagine a particular like setting or like, okay, like you said, I just can't. It's more so of like an internal feeling of what heaven would be like, as opposed to what it
is
looked like.
visual.
Yeah. So I would just say, at peace, worry free. No, like probably how they describe heaven as we know it. No more sickness, no more death, no more crying, no more pain. Just that's it for me.
Straight
Right.
vibes.
I feel you.
That it's like I'm thinking like at points in my life where I feel like, because you keep describing having a stress free, and I do feel like
It's a heaven on earth. Like you've
No.
been I
I feel like you could probably create
a heaven on earth.
a small heaven on earth, but you have to literally. I don't think like in order to do some of those things, you can't be black. You can't. You really gonna have to be like a white man, and you gonna have to be like a rich, wealthy white man. Because even being black, it's like having the money and stuff ain't just enough. Because you always still got that stress there. But I do think like that.
Go to Michael Jackson route.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that. Why did we go there?
I'm just saying, like he was living stressful.
Nah.
He seemed like he had a bunch of stress, but like it reminded me of being a kid, like, cause I wasn't stressed, I wasn't like really worried about nothing. It was a point in time where like you unaware of everything. So I feel like that is like the little beginning of heaven or piece of heaven that I wouldn't mind going back to.
Okay.
Like an ignorance is bliss kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
So since we're black, I was watching Atlanta. You watch Atlanta?
Atlanta what?
Like it's the show with Donald Glover and stuff. So I was watching Atlanta. It was this one episode. It was this guy. It was following a white guy, and you think it's like this guy who's trying to like rob him or something. And it was a black woman, and she knocks on his door and says, "Your family owes me $3 million." So it was an episode about reparations.
Okay.
And they have to like eventually they'll have to pay. They'll have to go into work, and then they'll take a portion of their check and it will go to that family. And then it showed a lot of white people killing themselves due to it and stuff like that. So what I would say, like, if you had to, get reparations, how much do you think we would get as far as like that stream of income? How much do you think we need?
We deserve?
Yeah,
or?
we for 200. I'm gonna say 200 plus. I don't know, 300 plus years of work.
Man,
or
I
even
don't know.
backdated, because
I
that could
need
be
more than money.
okay, that's what I'm getting at. Like, it's no amount of money that can like compensate us for like the trauma and the long term effects that slavery has caused. Like, no amount of money.
Yeah.
Like, money would help with like socioeconomic status, of course, but like our ways of thinking, our practices, like behavior. No, we need more than money.
I don't know. Give me
I need.
give me $1 billion. I'd be.
Yeah, like we can get some money, but it ain't over.
I need 1 million lashes.
Bro, no. I ain't gonna lie. All the health shit need to be free.
Yeah.
Everything that's like got to be paid for has to be like accommodated, like health, all that good shit.
Yeah, especially on planes where it's like unevenly yoked. Like, yeah, that's a good point.
Slavery did like a lot to like fuck us up. Like, obviously, but like even like everything just come back, because you get like PTSD from like slavery, if that makes sense. Like from, I forgot what it's called. It's a specific. We talked about it, I feel like, on the last show, but it's like a lot of that shit, the stress and all that, is hereditary. It's something I think that especially women get, that it comes from like they like realize it comes from like, all right, PTSD and stuff from ancestors and like yo like generational line or whatever. So it's like slavery really did fuck us up, and then like it's continually fucking us up, not just like financially, mentally, whatever. It's all the way around.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I wasn't gonna say anything that was going to.
Because that sounded like it sounded like you were trying to justify slavery.
Anything too crazy. But I would say to this, what do you feel like with black men dating white women and then having these platforms to like speak about black issues. Like, we have the Jordan Peels, we have the Donald Glovers, and they're always trying to see like, oh, well, white people do this to black people. It's like, but it's like a contradiction, you know? So how do you feel on that take? Like, what?
I definitely think it's a contradiction. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, with you marrying a white woman, it doesn't like disregard or negate like your experiences as a black man. Like, it doesn't, but it's just like,
Why?
Yeah, why? Like, you can't tell me there wasn't one black woman that appealed to you. You know what I mean? Or like, just no, I'm not a fan of it.
But what me and Vince was talking about, you know, a lot of young black women is they tough. You know, they tough as in like, you know, they don't treat. I guess you got to be a certain amount, but you know, when it comes to the weird guys, they ain't really.
They're overlooked a lot of the time. They played off and but that's on them though. Like they gonna
to be weird.
No, like that's on the woman. Like she's reaping the benefits of that every time she negates like the weird dude for like the bad boy. Like, come on, you're never gonna get like a valuable husband out of a quote unquote bad boy. Like, so she playing herself with that. Like, so, and somebody gonna come along. Somebody gonna be weird with them. So
it just happened to be white women. It's sad.
White women be with the shits, man.
But it's weird black women out here too.
It is, but it's not a lot. It is a lot.
But what is weird though?
Yeah.
Like while we keep saying weird, what exactly?
Like she running with her arms back and like she got the little Naruto thing.
If she running with her arms like behind her, it's like, don't talk to me, bro.
I wasn't gonna say cosplay because a lot of people do cosplay, so I was like, but that's my weird. Like, and yet got these headphones that don't work
like,
for real.
Yeah, like.
It'd be a little vibe that
awkward.
he give off.
Yeah, you know a weird chick when you see, like, it'd be like, hey, get away from me. Like, I don't want you around, like, bro.
Yeah, okay.
So what's your take, Vincent Brown, on that?
I think, I don't know Donald Glover at all, like, personally, so I can't be like, this is how he grew up, but I do think, like, you know, as a black boy, when you grow up, and you growing up, and you feel like the people who are around you don't want you, it makes you feel like, all right, I'm not valued here, so I'm gonna go where I am valued. And shit, for him, that might have been a white woman. And I won't say I don't believe in interracial dating and stuff, but for me in my home, like, my kids are gonna be black, my wife is gonna be black, but I don't get how you do that, but I get it. Sometimes you feel like where the love is at, and in white people cases though, it's like you never know if it's love or if it's fetish.
Yes.
Fetishization. Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, take your time.
Shut up. Fetishization or whatever. I don't know what's up with my speech this morning, but like, yeah, I don't know what's real or what's fake, and I don't want to like. Me personally, I don't never want to get to a point where it's like, I don't know if you treating our kid this way because they black or like you just getting on my kid. And that's how I'm going to look at it.
And sometimes I feel they have, first of all, entitlement is already a thing with them. But I think it's times 10 when they're dating a black person. Like they think, oh, they have the black experience or that. No.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
And black men definitely got to do, black men, black women, if you dating somebody outside of your race, whether they white, Puerto Rican, Indian, whatever, you got to let them know, like, we share this space, but you do not share this space with them. Only I do. Like, you can only go but so far as like, within my culture. Yeah. Yeah.
And like you said, that's on them to set that boundary, though. Like, so if you gonna do that, I ain't gonna say I'm with you, but it's just like, okay, to each his own. But set that boundary. Yeah. Like, let them know, like, it's just certain stuff you're not gonna say. It's certain stuff you can't speak on because you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the experience. So, yeah, that's definitely important.
Yeah. That go back, like she said, back to, like, the therapist thing and being a white therapist. It's like, if you don't know me, like, some things you just won't be able to talk to me about. You won't ever be able to understand. So that's why I'd be, like, confused. Like, why date outside your race? Because that
should be fun.
I'm going to be annoyed as fuck if you don't know what certain things are. Yeah. Like, I'm going to be really annoyed. And then I don't want to have to teach a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you going to teach them?
I feel like I'm gonna have to teach you slang. Hey, this is something you don't.
But
do
you gotta do that anywhere.
You don't.
Not
when black people shift and like they learn your slang.
Mm-hmm.
You can say some shit from Philly.
And you was so lost when I was saying shit.
It was certain shit. It was like, what do that mean? Because you was using it for whatever. But then once you just listen to it more, you be like, all right, this is what that means.
Yeah, like you pick up on context clues. Like, yeah. So it's definitely like a difference in dating across regions as opposed to dating across races. Like, so, yeah.
So dating, relationships. Let's get into it, guys. We got back into it. So what is the common mistake you feel like you make when falling for a guy? The ball is in your hands.
Not to come off like arrogant, but
it's no
I'm pretty
mistakes.
like. I mean, I'm not gonna say there's no mistakes, but I'm pretty like spot on. And my mom says it's kind of like
A woman's intuition.
No, more like overly critical. She like, you just so hard on them. Why shouldn't I be? Like,
right,
you know what
bro.
I mean? So, yeah, that would be my quote unquote downfall, but I don't think it's a downfall.
Okay.
Like,
So like, what's your like, if she's saying you overly hard on them or you like critical and stuff, like what is everything that you looking for? What is the things that it's like, all right, it's slow, like, or this is what's gonna attract me, this is what's not gonna attract me?
First and foremost, I want to know what your relationship like with God. Like, I'm not saying you got to be walking around with a Bible in your hand every day. Do you know how to pray though? Like,
How do you pray? I ain't gonna mean to cut you off, but like I be praying sometimes, and I just be knowing what to say. I be like, yeah, like I don't even know if I should say yo. Like I'm like,
You messed up down here.
that's what I'm saying. I'm down bad, man. Listen,
I just feel like he hear you and he knows your heart anyway, so you don't have to go to him like, dear Heavenly Father, like, you know what I'm saying? If that's not how you talk, like he know your heart, he know what you're going through. Like the Bible say, thank him for what he's done, ask for what you need. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like there's no right or wrong way to pray. Like, you know what I mean? Like, God, this is what I'm going through. This is what I need help with. This is what I would. You know what I mean?
right. Okay, I ain't know how. I don't know if mine was like going up, or they was going to purgatory in the voicemail box. I ain't know.
I can shit is on voicemail.
That's
right
what I
now.
feel
I
like.
can
God got me on voice. He's like, this is nonsense.
So religion is a deal breaker for you.
How you communicate, how you handle things when you're upset. I would say that's probably one of my downfalls in a relationship.
But
I'm just like, I'm not gonna say nothing. Like, you pissing me off. I need a minute. Like, and I won't say nothing for like 3 days.
oh man,
I
my
need
God.
That's
like
more than a
3
minute.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
like-
3 days.
That's a
It's
lot
like,
of
what
minutes.
is we talking for 3 days?
I don't got nothing to say.
Wow.
Lord.
I would say that, yeah, that's not cool. It's not. I know it's not, but it's like,
Wow, that's crazy. 3
like
days.
I would silent treat you to death.
Jesus Christ.
That's not good.
It's not.
I'm working.
Silent treatment
We
for
working
3
on it.
days. If I get silent treatment for 3 days, it's like
It's
Yeah.
over with. I ain't gonna
3
lie.
days? Like,
3 days. I'm gonna be like,
people
bro.
are married for like 50 and 60 years. 3 days is like, okay.
But marriage is, I don't know.
that's different because we done already invested, and I know like
Yeah.
all right. at
But
this
isn't
point-
that
least
not the
6
end
months?
goal anyway, though?
It is the end goal, but I feel like if you before marriage and stuff, if you feel like 3 days you can go without talking to me, on like I'm purposely not gonna talk to you, anything can happen within those 3 days.
Yes, it could.
So it's like even you being like, I'm upset tonight, I ain't really in the mood to talk. Let's talk tomorrow or give me some time. That's cool. But to 3 whole days, and then if I'm texting like, yo, you good, and I'm still like not. I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be like, damn, like.
But it's like, why do people say? I hate that. Like, I hate when they're like, well, if you can go a whole day without talking to me, is it real? It just sounds
No.
like codependency to me. Like,
It's-
you don't have to talk to me every day for me
I
to
agree.
like you.
But if I know you are purposely ignoring me
Okay.
for 3 days, that's different from, damn, I got busy stuff going on. Like, all right, that's cool. We adults, we go through that.
Okay.
I feel like women don't believe the busy shit. I really don't.
No, that's true because, no, I do. Like, sometimes you got to, we grown. We're doing stuff. I don't have time to be on my phone all day. Like, I just don't. So if I don't, I know you don't. Yeah. Like, just tell me, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'll talk to you later. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay.
And like sometimes the conversation not even a good conversation.
Yeah, right. Like, we're not talking about nothing.
Yeah, it's what you doing? Oh, I'm not doing nothing. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing nothing either. I'm doing this and that and that. And it's like, all right, what's next?
Right.
Nothing.
And I don't want to text back and forth all day either. If we having a good, deep conversation, like, let's go eat, let's talk on the phone, let's FaceTime. Like, I don't want to, I don't want to do that.
So, like everybody, I'm not putting you in that category. Don't think with this question I'm putting you in this category, right? Actually, let me ask this first before we get into it. What is your definition of a hoe?
Oh.
Coming from, this is a woman's, because we have our definitions, but like, what is your?
I'm gonna get so much backlash. I'm gonna be, what they call it, slut shaming.
Slut shaming.
I mean, hey man.
If you promiscuous, if you sleep around, whether you're emotionally attached to them or not, like you're sleeping around, like that's what that is.
Can you be emotional, hoe? Like just fuck people's emotions?
I never heard of that, but
like,
okay.
But you know what I mean? Like a girl, like I feel like it's like a girl who's like emotionally like always wanting to something from a nigga or something. I don't know.
Needy maybe?
Yeah, like a needy hoe. Like, but she just needs emotion, you know?
Why? Okay.
Why she gotta be a hoe?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
why she can't just be needy?
Because it's multiple emotions that she getting from other people. You can't be like. Is that not a thing?
We can make it a thing.
Okay, we can. So that's your definition of being a hoe. All right. So how do you dig? I'm not saying you have hoe friends. I don't know. But if you do have hoe friends, how do you be like, all right, just chill out or whatever?
I don't want to come off as judgmental, like, because to other people I might be approved. So I don't want to, unless. I don't know, though. I don't know. It depends because every dynamic with every friend you have is different. No two friendships are the same. Like, so, I don't know. I'm going to tell you. Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
How you going to say it?
Yeah, take us through it.
Just like, girl, like, you're doing a lot. Like, STDs are real. Bad baby daddies are real. Like...
Right.
That, you know, that can happen. You ain't exempt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just chill out. Like,
oh my God.
Can't get just like one that you like and stick to that. Like,
sometimes people be wanting to dip and dab like in the dating scene and stuff like that.
I don't
but
think so.
I feel like people don't look at sex as sacred. Like, I just think it's so sacred. Like, you don't share that with everybody. Like, but that's not everybody's. I feel like that's nobody's point of view.
I think that's society now. Everybody gotta fuck
like,
everything and
that's just
moving.
But so I mean, not if you like it, I love it. I'm gonna only say it once though. Like I'm not gonna keep. I'm not your mama. Like you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna only say it once, and I'm gonna try not to come off judgy when I say it. And then how you move from there, you grown. You know what you want to do. I can't tell you what to do.
So when do you get to that point where it's like, all right, you coming to me with the same problems, like every time?
I'm just gonna listen. At that point, like it's just like, cause she gonna do what she wanna do. Yeah, cause maybe she just want to vent. Like she just want to vent. Like, and I always ask. So in this moment, what do you need from me? Do you want a listening ear, or do you want somebody to give you sound advice?
I've been asking that more.
Yeah, cause it's just like if you come to me just to vent, just to let me know, and I'm like, okay, well, I told you in the first place, and she like, girl, that ain't what I was looking for. Like, just listen. Like, cause sometimes people just want you to listen. Yeah. So, I mean,
I just can't listen to the same thing more than a few times. Cause after a few times, I'm like, we talked about this already.
Yeah, I mean, it is aggravating, but you know. I
can't be your therapist, bro. I swear to God, I can't.
He's dead ass like that. I've come to Vince with like multiple of the same problems. At one time, I ain't gonna lie. At one time, I thought I was a gluttony for like problems. Like my life didn't seem right without it being some type of friction. I've corrected. I've changed.
I think that's like a trauma response, though, or like a way of thinking.
You said what?
Like a trauma response or a way of thinking.
It is.
Like.
It is. Because it's just like, I don't like without my life being chaos. I don't know. Well, now
it don't seem interesting.
It don't seem interesting.
A little drama or chaos.
It's just like Nas gotta have a story. I have a story for literally every situation.
You do.
Like I have Like, all right, I got this one story. We gonna circle back, but I got this one story. I was in an Uber, right? This guy's having a great conversation, right? Chilling, and I'm in Philadelphia. Chilling, he farts, but my pride wouldn't let me tell him that shit stink. So we up in that bitch with the windows up, and I'm just enduring that shit. And this is an old Italian man. And then when I got out the car, I said, "You was wrong for that." And he's like, "Oh," and then he just laughed. But I'm just saying, like, shit like that, I can't. Maybe it's a pride thing. That really didn't have shit to do with shit.
I was wondering where that came from. You wanted to share a story.
I wanted to share a story. That was an example of just, I don't know.
But I mean, like, I got family like that though. And when I see that name pop up on my phone, a lot of times I just don't want to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's never, "Hey, how you doing? How your day going?"
Yeah, it's like I got.
Yeah, like, can we just have a good day?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to have a good day. Like, so, yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
People gotta know when to, like, cause pouring into people's cup and having them pour into your cup, like, that's important.
Mm-hmm.
So it gotta be like a balance here, and you can't just be calling me to vent. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't. I be going through my own shit as well. You calling me adds on to my plate, and it depends on who you are to me and what you venting about. Cause venting about some real shit, I don't want to hear about. Well, it depends. I don't want to hear about you having cancer and shit. Like, I don't. I really don't. I got that call the other day, and it fucked up my whole day, and it was like, I'd rather have not known that.
It's not funny.
I'm so serious,
Bro.
Like, some shit, you gotta check where people at, like, and mentally, and, like, even, like, where they at, like, where you at right now? I'm at work. I don't want to know you got cancer. Like,
why couldn't you have said that though? Like, as opposed to, "I don't want to hear about you having cancer."
Cause it'd be a lot. It'd be like, don't put no heavy shit on me, or ask me how I'm feeling before you throw some heavy shit on me. Ask me, am I cool?
Yeah,
That's
because
true.
I hate that. Like, I be like, my mom, when she tell me if somebody passed or something like that, she'll just, like, I know it's about to come. Like, she'll make it suspenseful. Like, don't make that shit suspenseful.
Yeah.
Keep that shit in a pocket. And such and such died. All right, how you feel? I'm fucked up. All right, cool. Hang up the phone. I don't want to hear, like, well, where you at right now?
Yeah.
I'm home, you know. Oh, okay, all right. So, you know, such and such passed, and some, I don't know.
I feel like that wasn't bad.
No,
though.
my mama is like, cause my grandma passed last year, and my mama's like, "Hey, what you doing?" "Nothing. I just got off the phone with you." "Oh, you sitting down?" "Oh, okay. Sit down. Make sure you sit down."
I hate that.
Like, mama, just tell me.
Pass out? Am I about to drop?
I have never passed out. I've seen people pass out the funeral. I'm like, bro, get your ass up. Like, what is you doing? Get your ass up.
But I mean, that's some people's response though. But it's just like, I'm not like fallout prone, so.
Yeah.
Like, my mom did that shit. I was so embarrassed. Like, I was embarrassed, but I was like, oh, it's my mom. And she's like, oh, I'm about to do it. Oh, I said, Mom. Like, everybody passing out, all that shit. I'm just like, I'm just gonna leave it right there.
So you didn't help her up?
No, it's people, like, she was up in the front. I was already, like, in my section, so it was like a crowd of people ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I could help. But, like, I just sat here, and it's, like, 3 other people in this pew. Like, these my cousins. I don't be like, excuse me, y'all, let me. But my other family got her up and shit. She was cool after a while. My mom is just really dramatic, bro.
Yeah.
She's really.
I feel like people at funerals, like, it come out of them. Like, everybody want to be dramatic at a funeral. People falling into the caskets, people crying all over it, passing out and all that.
I ain't gonna lie, funerals is the funniest thing on earth. Like, it's the funniest, saddest shit in the world, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why.
It's the last time a nigga get roasted.
Listen,
like,
yeah, it is. It's the last time a nigga gets roasted. And they be like, it's the singers, bro. It's the fucking singers. If you sing it at a funeral, bro, and that shit is like, all right, come on, bro.
It's like always the bad ones. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's never like a real put together choir.
Yeah.
Bro.
That do kind of
it throw off.
Take the edge off.
The last time I was at a funeral, I think it was last year. It was for my grandma, and at the end of the funeral, like we outside, we put her into the grave and shit. The funeral home saying they words and shit. Last few moments, this nigga like what he tell? Oh, if you all need us again, you can contact us 216 this and that. Giving out phone numbers, and I'm like, bro, are you advertising while we put my grandma on the ground? Like, I asked him, like, are you serious right now? Like, nigga, are you advertising? And it's like, bro, we need to just stop having funerals.
I mean, he gotta.
Yeah, okay. He gotta for the. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because you never know.
We literally a month right before that, literally just buried my grandpa. Like, with the same funeral home services. So, it's like, nigga, we got your number. We obviously, like...
But, okay.
It's been too much. It's like, that was inappropriate to me. That had pissed me off, bro.
My thing is, this is my thing. That, you ever been a pallbearer?
Yeah. No motherfuckers be
heavy as fuck.
Wait, for real.
I almost dropped my great-grandma. Because, nigga, I'm in high school. Everybody like, you know you gotta carry grandma. So I'm like, all right, cool. So they was like, go ahead, get up. I lift it up. I'm like, bro, I'm falling short. They said somebody is lagging behind. I don't know who it is. Because you got to be like this. I'm like, bro, grandma, listen. I dropped you when you was here before, when you was on Earth. I might drop you again. Because, it was too much, bro.
People be wanting to be the pallbearers, and I don't be wanting that.
Bro, that shit, it's like, I will fade into the grass when it comes to being a fucking pallbearer. That shit is not it, bro. At all.
I don't know how we just made funerals a whole topic. Funerals be wild, though. The food be busting after the funeral. Like, that'd be the best part of the funeral. Like, the eating, sitting down, talking, that'd be good. It'd be good memories there.
Yeah, it's like a lot of laughter. I don't know. With my family, it's like a lot of laughter afterwards. Like, it ain't even was a funeral. That's why I was like.
But I was just thinking about that not too long ago. I don't know what funeral I was at or why that was even a thought. But, like, how is that? Like, that they would just so toe up in here. But it's just like a whole shift of energy.
It's a Medea play. Yeah. That's all that shit is.
Yeah,
it's
like.
It's a fucking Medea play.
How is that? Like, no tears, not. I don't know.
Once you get to the repast, it's like the bottles is out, people drinking, they smoking.
Yep.
Now it's like, hey, cuz, you remember when such and such did this or when they was doing this? And then now everybody talking about, bro, y'all remember when this nigga used to steal? Like, it be so much stuff that go on at funeral or at the repast that be like, this was good, bro. This is why we here. But we need more family reunions.
Yeah, I haven't had a family reunion since 2005.
Yeah, it's like they like every 10 or something years. Like,
But 10 years go by. Do you know how many people you lose in 10 years? Yeah. It's definitely more funerals.
You can't have it every year. You can't.
Not every year, but I feel like every 3 years, every 5 years isn't bad. That's not bad at all. Especially if you got a big family, y'all need to get together more often. It's not bad.
Why not every year?
Cause it's like, number one, you gotta get somebody to plan it every year, and that shit gets tricky because it be in-house gossip or who didn't make shit and this person.
Yeah,
it always boils down to double eggs. But I feel like, like 3 years, 2 years max. That should be a family. Like we are family.
Yeah,
like 2 years.
That makes
shit
sense.
like that.
But so. the family, how long do family reunions be lasting? Cause I don't.
I think it's like a barbecue. I think it's like a barbecue type of thing.
Yeah, from what I've experienced, like kind of like a weekend thing, or maybe like over a couple of days because it's like an event. Everybody coming in like from out of town, so it's never like it's more than a weekend from what I've experienced. So.
All right, so with that being said,
it's about that time.
Oh wait, wrong button. Sorry,
you fucking up.
We haven't been here in a while, at all. Oh my God, where is the right button? All right, it might be this one. No, for real. Which? Oh, there we go. It's about that time where we leave you with an awkward positive message for the week. I usually say niggas, but nigga and special guest. T, what is your positive message? You gotta go first, you know. Bless us with the positive message to get through the week.
Come back.
We gotta come back. Go ahead, Vince. What is your positive message?
I'm trying to think, like, everything we talked about this episode.
Funerals, heaven, dating, slavery. It was a lot. We talked about a lot. Mental health, therapy, trauma, a random Uber story.
That wasn't needed.
That wasn't needed.
It wasn't needed. Find happiness.
Oh, wait. The camera wasn't on you. Go ahead.
Oh, wow. Find happiness, bro. That's it. That's it. Just find happiness. Like, do what you got to do. Find happiness. Don't be at the funerals acting up, though. Like, some of y'all be knowing y'all take it too far. All that snot and shit. Like, it's unnecessary. It is. That's it.
It might sound cliche, but I would say that self-love is the best love.
Okay.
So.
Self-love. Man, get your mentals in check.
I thought she was going to be like, keep God close.
Yeah, keep God close.
Yeah. That too.
The devil, rebuke the devil and your whole friends. Gang shit. What I want to say is get your mental health in check. Therapy is not for crazy people, man. I had a phone call with my mom. She said, you might need therapy. You know what I mean? It's not because I'm crazy. It's just because shit, I gotta unload. I gotta unpack. It's be a lot on my shoulders. I'm a small guy. So with that being said, get your ass to therapy. Fucking nut. All right. I'm Nas.
I'm Vince.
Special guest
T.
And thank you for being awkward. See you next week.
Is the face in the misty.